Come on, do your thing. Oh, there we go. The bitrate is getting murdered. I think maybe it does say excellent, but it doesn't feel excellent on the graphic. Oh well. Welcome to Ringworld. Um, let's just jump straight into it. It's the best way, I believe, to learn what this is about. Um, we will go with the default start, the crash landed one. I will choose Basilicus Bestower, which, if I am not wrong, comes from Vanilla Psycast Expanded, I believe is the name. And I will go for Adventure Story difficulty, mainly because it's been ages since I have played Rimworld. It's actually one of my most played games, but I don't know why after Anomaly, like I bought Anomaly and I barely played after it came out. I barely tested anything, I mean. And same with Biotech. I didn't really play around too much with Biotech either, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to leave everything pretty much the same, gonna random this a bit. Right now we are just generating the whole world. I do have mods installed, nothing game breaking, mostly it's just vanilla expanded stuff. Again, not really game breaking. Probably the biggest thing is the Psycast, just because I really enjoy having like some sort of magic going around. And so, to make it again easier for myself, I'll do one of the classic starts, which is but like kind of like this. So basically, you want to look up for a temperate forest. That's like the as vanilla of a biome that you can get. There's nothing especially dangerous in it. And then you want to check the average temperature and the growing period, because that's going to affect your crops and when you can plant them, when you can't, and all of that sort important stuff if you want to survive on the rim. Then it's just a matter of looking at this and choosing one generation that you want, that you like. Right now you will see that I am clicking on these tiles with the blocky thingies on them. That's because I know that this is mountain terrain, and if you want to make a base and make it secure easily without investing too much like into walls, defenses and whatnot, just make it a cave, like built inside the mountain. And that's pretty much what I want to do. Again, I'm being lenient with myself because it's been very long since I've played this game. Mm, I kind of like this one, to be honest. You have like this area, this area, which I could just make a tiny hole here if there isn't one, because I cannot see that well. I cannot zoom in, right? No, I can't. We could like dig a tunnel through this, and then we will have this area for like planting crops or whatever. And then we can just make the base like an entrance here and just expand around this area. One of the difficulties that we may or may not have is that there's some sort of bugs of insectoids, which at the very least at the beginning of the game can be really rough to deal with. So this will be our place. This is a whole other system that you can use or not of ideologies. Just helps you like flavor your faction a little bit more. I went ahead and made an ideology beforehand, which is going to be the path of the mind. The path of the mind, basically, we have a extra focus on Psycast and Psychers, we gain increased psycast sort of energy. Think about it like your mana in an RPG, your magic points, basically. And we are very good at meditating, which is what will let your psychers level up faster and gain new powers, new skill sets, on and on. Now, this is part of a mod that I have. I cannot, I don't know how to play the game without this mod, so you'll have to bear with me. It basically lets me choose and customize the uh, the characters that we will get at the beginning of the game. All of them are randomized, and we can touch some stuff. Can we edit? No, we cannot. Straight up edit them. But we can randomize them until you get somewhat of a controlled start, which is what I like to do. Again, it's not like I am very good at the game, so that will help. We will begin with 3 characters, and basically what you want to be careful of is the team skills tab. You want to have a nice spread of abilities. The flames that you see are the passions. If a character has a passion, it will acquire that skill faster. It will acquire skill levels faster, I should say. For starters, having like a good medical, intellectual, maybe not even medical, but having like intellectual, cooking, and plants is very important, because food, it's very easy to get food poisoned, and then you waste more food, and you can get sick and have to stay in bed, and yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Intellectual is very important for researching, and then plants for being actually able to plant crops and to collect them. The higher your skill, the more access to different crops you have, and the better yield those crops will have. And then besides that, if we can get like nice construction, that will be another plus, because that affects how good the construction is in general, and if you fail or not at doing it. Because that's another thing that can happen, that um, you want a pawn, the characters usually are called pawns. You want one of your pawns to build a chair, and then it misses. Well, it's a chair, you only lost some wood. Yeah, that's fine, but now imagine that you are trying to make, I don't know, a nuclear reactor. If he misses, it's not going to waste only wood, it's going to waste components, uranium, steel, a lot of stuff. And then you'll get really pissed, with reason. So that's why. And then the other thing that you have to look off for are the traits. Creepy breathing, for example, it's alright, but it will give a mood debuff to the rest of the pawns. But then there's things like incapable of skilled labor. That sucks. Like, straight up, I don't want this pawn, so randomize. This one is good. High medical, good social, good mining. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. And it has a ton of passions in different things. Problem being, chemical fascination, cannibal, and depressive. So this is why I use this mod, just to get something balanced. This one is incapable of dumb labor, which, okay, that means no cleaning, no howling. It hurts, but we can work around that. Crafting and cooking, that does suck more. But he is great with plants. He can also work with animals, and he isn't that bad for construction, so I don't mind keeping him. Here we have a medic. Oh, Steam Elements, you are working with some delay there. He's great at medicine, but he's incapable of a lot of things, and he's a pyromaniac. Pyromaniac, get that one away. Now this one is really good. I mean, she's a slothful, which is a pretty bad trait. Global work speed minus 35%. But look at these stats. High medical, high crafting, high intellectual, with double passions on all of them. And she's a careful shooter. So even if her shooting skill isn't that good, at least we know that she will probably hit. And she also comes with a bolt action rifle and an schematic, which I don't know from where that comes from. But sure, we'll take her. We'll take her. And now, we don't need somebody with medical. We do need someone with cooking though. She's good at that. She's also good at shooting. She's incapable of firefighting. I mean, we do need someone with cooking. And she's great at it with a passion for it. Having a second medic is not bad either. Because you never know if one of your medics will get injured, and yeah. Social is also not bad. It can help with recruiting other pawns towards your colony. I'm just bothered by the fact that we don't really have anyone that's good at mining, and our construction is also lacking. I'm going to randomize and play a little bit with this one. The priority is the cooking, so we can just go a little bit fast here. Eh. Come on, give me something, game. I just feel like it's... I understand why there's people that don't want to use a mod like this one. For me, it just gives me like a safe start, sort of. And from that, you can build on and just handle whatever the game throws at you. Now this I can work with. She's incapable of caring, social, and firefighting. Do we have several with... No, just her with firefighting. She's a 4 at cooking, so she will give me trouble at the beginning. She's also a 4 in construction, and a 5 at shooting. But she has double passion on all of them, so I believe that I can work with this. So yeah, we'll go with this. At the very least, I think that this is from a mod. Maybe it isn't at this point. Should have double checked what mods I have. Yeah, that's one of the mods that we have. And here we have the beginning of the game. The three of you awake in your crypt to sleep sarcophagi, to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown dream world. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. And that's what we will do. Those are our escape pods, and that's us.
It's underscore Alicia Maddox has joined the invaders.
Hello, Alicia. Welcome to the stream. So, the first thing that we gotta do, I'm doing fine and you, is you see all of these items with red crosses on them, you have to allow them. That means that you are letting your pawns interact with them and move them around and whatnot. These are basically your starting supplies to the game. Glad to hear it. Well, to read it, I should say. Be sure to check the map, because usually there's a bunch of items spread around and you might miss something important like food rations or whatever. I love RimWorld. It's been a while since I last played it, but I felt like picking it back up again. There we go. We shall allow the silver. And the medicine. Thought that I had already handled that. And the boot. Okay. Things that we have to do now. We'll handle the work later. I have like around 300 hours on Rimworld. It's not much by community standards, but it's something. So, what was this? In view. One of the first things that I always do is check the skills and then assign the starting equipment regarding that. So, for example, Rusfos, she's the best shooter in the squad, so she will get the rifle. Anthusa brought a bolt action rifle with herself, so she'll get that. And Malo will get the revolver. We'll let them pick everything up, and then we'll proceed. So, let's check the area. What are these? Okay, the animals. I don't know why they become blue like this, if I zoom out too much. Okay. Huh. This is not how the map looked in the preview thingy. Well, at the very least, it did look way more solid than this looks. So my idea is still the same, to make a base. Here you can actually see how there must be like an opening. Like you see that it's easy to dig through and there will be something behind this. But first we will need like a provisional barracks sort of place and some place to grow food. We can see that you can see this darker brown terrain. You can see, well, actually you cannot see it because my webcam is on the way, but all of this is rich soil. So everything will grow faster and give you more resources. So that's a premium spot, which leads me to believe, and we also have iron here, making... Yeah, we can make use of this area, like as a safe house or warehouse, and make some barracks here maybe. Let's start working on that. Structure, at the beginning you want to work with wood because it's cheap to get here in temperate forest at least, and it's easy to work with. Later on you 100% want to use something that's not wood, mainly because wood is flammable, which means that you will get some very pesky raiders that will choose to destroy your fancy base with just a Molotov cocktail, and we don't want that to happen. So what I am doing now is making two different buildings. This one will be the warehouse, and we claim that by using this order, the stockpile zone. And this one will be the common room for all of our bounds. So now we also need some beds. There we go. I'm even having trouble like remembering all the small commands. Usually I like to give them like sort of small rooms, even if it's the beginning of the game. I try to make it as comfy as possible for them. We'll also put down a table because they need some place to eat, and a couple of chairs. We don't need all of them. This will be your basic order of work. Then we will also enable these manual priorities. This basically lets you assign pounds to different jobs so you don't have to micromanage everyone. So it basically makes it easier for you. And it's easy to work with because you can see the passions, and if you hover over, you can see like the skill that they have at any given task. Warden, I don't care right now. I'll put you into handling. Sure, handling is training your animals. Like you can train a dog to hold your pawns. Like imagine that one of your pawns gets injured in a shootout. You can train a dog to rescue your pawn and bring it back to your base. So that's what hunting does. Hunting is quite intuitive, I guess. We'll give her, we'll give him prior to grow and plant cut, and we'll leave the rest like that. A dark study. Oh yeah, that's from Anomaly. Okay. Anthusa, she is going to be our smith, tailor, and overall crafter. She will also be our researcher, so that's a lot of work to do. So I'll leave those on a 2 right now. Then Zusfos will be our cook. She can also hunt sometimes. And she will be our constructor. So again, that's a lot of works for her. But alas, that's how the beginning of this game always goes. So now we can unpause the game, we will increase the speed, and you pretty much let them do their own thing. While they are doing all of this, we will start working on a growing zone. Because we want to secure some crops for ourselves as soon as we can. I usually like to go with rice more than anything. Let me check your skills. He has a skill 10 on plants, which is great because at 8 at the very least you can already plant some medicinal herbs. That way we don't need to use our good medicine. We can also go for something like, I don't know, a cotton plant, and then from the cotton we can just straight up make clothes for our pounds. And this is the beauty of the game. It's a game that you can automate a lot so that it sort of plays itself. But then you have the narrator. The narrator just generates random events and you have to react to them accordingly. Here, for example, you can see this beeping red thing. If we interact with that, we can start a sort of chain of events which will lead to some improvements to our characters. We will be able to get and control robots. But to improve that sort of power more and more, we'll have to deal with invasions from huge, very powerful and well-armed robots. So that's the sort of thing that you have to deal with. The construction is going well, I have to say. The storehouse is almost built. We already have 2 beds done, so that's great. Another thing that you wanna play with here is with the schedule. So I like to force them into work shifts, as you do. Then some recreation, because they also need that. Then we'll give them some more work. Excuse me. And then we'll give them meditation to all of them because it's one of the focus of our sort of creed. We believe in a lot in our potential psychic powers. And meditating is a huge part of the whole psychic power. Again, is how you recover your sort of magic points or mental points in this case. That also works. And how you can gain experience to evolve those powers further away. Right now, that I know of, we don't have anyone with Psycast skill, but there's several ways to get that. There's like a more naturistic approach and way to it through a special tree that can appear. And then there's a... I should actually ask for some wood chopping. And one of the things that you can do, who was our builder again? Basina. You can give priorities to works. I'm going to do that because if they sleep on the outside, yes, they will get angry, but they can handle that. They just survived their ship getting blown to pieces. But if they sleep on the ground, that's not going to be good. So we will give prior to finishing the bet, and at the very least, they will have a bet for each one of them. I don't know why that is disallowed. While they are working on that, I'll just do a quick scan. See, this is why I do the quick scan. We had some leftover rations abandoned over there. You can also go around the map and you'll see like these sort of vehicles. You can usually deconstruct them to get some metal, steel, iron, whatever. Again, free resources, so it's great to have. And we did manage to get all the bets. Again, they will get a minus to the mood. Here, this is one of the mods that I have. This colored bar lets me know the mood of the pawns. It's a very easy way to control if they are happy or not. Now we can speed the game further because they are just sleeping, so nothing happening right now. If something really big happens, the game will pause itself. So it's quite cool in this regard. And it's also why I have so many hours on this game. It's a very chill game to play, besides all the chaos that the game brings through the narrative history of the game. See, they botched the construction there. It's alright because she only lost some wood and she's improving her skills, so bit by bit. One other thing that I should make is that they need something to recreate with, and the easiest, more dumbest thing is a horseshoe pin. It also trains shooting, so that's a bonus. Don't expect to get a lead hacksaw sniper just with a horsepin shoe, but it will help a little bit. Keep in mind that unless you mod it, oh, here we are having an issue. What? Michael died? Who is Michael? Why do we have a rat that's Michael? Oh, maybe it was a pet. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so this is one of the random events. This war is attacking us for food. That means that we have to draft everyone and deal with it. Thankfully, I have one mod which I cannot live without, which is Run and Gun, which will let me fire while shooting. Fire while shooting, good work in the will let me move while shooting. Which is great because although you take a penalty to your accuracy, it lets you kite around enemies, and that can save your life. We should probably create already. We will make a dumping zone somewhere that doesn't get too much in the way, like around here. And we will make it so that you can only store corpses in there. Right? Yeah, I don't want to store the toxic waste back there. So we will have that. Should probably close all of this. I know that game. Thank you very much. Can I actually get... No, I cannot get rid of it. Okay. Well, there's probably an option to do so. Fallen Monolith. Anthusa has noticed an ancient monolith partly buried nearby. If you investigate it, you can learn more. I do know, even if I have barely played Anomaly, that this is part of the Anomaly DLC. I don't really want to interact with it right now. It's very dark, and I think that it's more difficult than anything, Anomaly. Like, it makes the game harder for you. That's at the very least the vibe that I get from it. And we are getting an eclipse too. This will be really annoying if we were using solar panels to get electricity, but we don't even have electricity right now, so that's not an issue. You're all our builder, right? Yes. Then work on the wood, on the wooden wall. First and foremost. Keep in mind that we have trees inside. That means that we don't currently have a roof. So actually chopping the trees inside. They will do it by themselves because they want roofs. But we will put it as an order too, just to be sure. Then they will go to sleep soon, I guess. What time is it? Why don't I see the time? Oh yeah, it's night. Okay, I'm a dingus. Okay, so while they'll sleep, I'll start ordering some digging, which will go like this for now, just to see what we see. See, they are starting to make the walls. There's resources to get, like these are components. This is silver or iron, one of the two. I think it's silver. Steel, sorry. Besides digging the tunnel, the other thing that we do have to do is to start getting a kitchen made. Problem is that we don't have refrigeration. Let me check. I'm very rusty. Well, yeah, we do have the coolers, that works. Regardless, we probably should go with this first. A simple research bench. That will let us start researching, as the name implies. And that will unlock new technology, new buildings, new stuff that we can make. Lovely, they got that done, so everything will be roofed and protected, sort of. And then the other thing that we can actually do for comfort of 4 pounds is to build the little chambers so they feel more comfy. At least that this way they'll have some more privacy. And here what we can do to have some extra space is we'll put it like this. That way they can use that bit. They're asking me for a meditation spot, but we haven't found the tree, so... Oh, never mind, the tree is here. So this is one way to start gaining psychic powers, I believe. The other way is through the Empire, which is like the easy way, sort of. We are going to go with the Empire way, basically because it's easier in that I will have to choose 1 pound to do a mission. After the mission, that pound will get a sort of nobility title. And that nobility title... Oh, heat wave. Okay, so we have to carefully check the temperature now, because it can get very hot outside, and we might to install some passive coolers so that they don't get melted inside when they are sleeping or whatever. So one of the things that nobility title will give us is an enabler of our psychic powers. So we'll go and get that. I'll just choose the best pawn out of the ones that we have. Or maybe the one that's bad at shooting, which I think is Malo. Because that way, if he's bad at shooting... Oop. Mad Guinea Pig. That means that's going to attack on sight. So they will be safe, but we'll march them out. Because otherwise, Malo, who's the worst one at shooting, will get destroyed. And he's... well, not destroyed, but he's going to have some issues. As you can see, he cannot run. No, Malo, just melee attack the guinea pig. Okay, and here we can see the damage. At the very least, he didn't get like... he didn't lose an eye or something out of this. Okay, so I'll have to designate one bed as a medical bed. Not copy, sorry. And then Malo will rest until healed. And we'll probably use some medicine on him. Why? Mainly because if we don't do so, he will probably get an infection. And we do not want that. Are you the medic? Yes, you are. See, she's already going to tend to Malo, so there's that. So yeah, I was thinking of giving the psychic powers to Malo, which is funny because Malo means bad in Spanish. Because he's bad at shooting. So instead of shooting, he could support in fights with the psychic powers. That will be cool. We almost have the research table. I might actually like reinstall all of this like this, just to have more space because it feels too cramped. Heat stroke. Yeah, look at the temp outdoors, 45 degrees. That's not good. So one thing that we can do that's not very expensive is get a passive cooler. And then we can hold the different doors open. And that way they'll get some of the cold inside. Just to lower the temperature of the sleeping area and research area. So it's a 2-for-1. We can get rid of that. And we can also start... Why did we put the bed there, please? And we can also start working on the research now. Here you can see we have a separate one for anomaly, which until you interact with the anomaly bits you won't get. Another one for vanilla expand, which is empty. And here's the regular one. Usually here... Okay, so we do know electricity, we know air conditioning. I usually go for batteries first, I believe. Yes. So we will go for batteries, because right now, if we check, I don't need to select anyone. We already know how to make wind turbines and power conduits, so we could get electricity. The problem is that it depends on the wind, so I usually don't start working on the whole electricity thing until I have batteries, because that way I can accumulate power on the batteries and then forget about it pretty much. And then later on, as your electricity needs increase, you can start researching new types of powering stuff and getting electricity around, like solar panels. That's usually my progression. I go wind turbine, solar panel. Then the thermal thing is that take advantage of these two of the steam geysers to get power and electricity. You must be cooking side here. Yeah, 42 degrees. Well, now it will be open. Should get better. Slightly, like 37 degrees inside is still insane, but well, it's getting lower bit by bit. So that is that. Generally, it's funny because it can be a really stressing game on one hand, because like you can get really attached to one of the characters and then suddenly it will die from, I don't know, a bandit that goes, like you get a bandit raid and they kill that pawn, or maybe they get scratched by a wild animal and that devolves into an infection, and that infection spreads to the heart and they die. So it does have that bit of a dramatic part, but then it's also so chill, like these moments where you just see them doing their own things. And that reminds me that I forgot to make a dumping zone like we did before. We'll put it like right. No, not right there, because we have some steel there. We'll put it here for now, and here we will put just chunks. That way we can start moving all of that. And please, someone. Oh, you don't do hauling. I forgot about that. Oh, she already did what I wanted to do. War merchant. A caravan from the Grey Creek tribe is approaching. They are a war merchant. They will hang around the colony for some time before leaving. You can attack them, but this will anger their faction. So, if we go to the world, this is our us. But all the rest of the dots are different colonies and factions. Like if these guys are from the Kinrar of Hobar. So all of those are from the same faction. Different tribes, as you can see. These are the Shakov, these are Kolde, Rafa. You have different factions. Like this, for example, is the Shattered Empire, which is who we want to ally with, sort of. There's different factions, and you can have different relationships with them, depending on who they are. Like if they are like, I don't know, sadistic cannibals. Yeah, these guys, for example, they are minus 100%. They are fully hostile to us. Psych pest, same. These ones, they are, yeah, most of them are hostile, except the Empire and Buthi Untun. Oh well, I'm just saying that because, yeah, you will get visits from caravan traders and quests and stuff. At this moment, I'm not really interested about anything that they might offer me. So, like, I don't really care about buying weapons right now. So, I won't mind them. Also, Malo seems to be recovered already. Yep, no health conditions. So, we will delete the medical thingy. Okay, we're still on the heat wave. And if I remember correctly, we can put... not this. Maybe I don't have it. Ah, it must have been a mod. There was an icon like this that you could put down, and that's where people, like caravans, will meet. Boom. Okay, so Malo What were you good at again? Melee. Well, I think that you were assigned to mining, so just let me give you some more work. We are seeing that there's nothing extra strange. We'll do 10 more going down. And then we will start building properly, like proper rooms. It's how I like to develop my bases at the very least. I do the long corridor. If you can make it 2 spaces wide, it's actually better for mobility and defending and whatnot. And then I just do smallish rooms, but they are private, not like this. Although this is quite private, but yeah, they don't have proper floor, they have silly walls. Okay, we have to name our faction and to give our settlement a name. What will be your name? Hmm. I mean, we want to learn sidecasting, but right now we don't have any sidecasting whatsoever. There is that. Hmm. What should I go with? Order of the Psychic Advent. Doesn't sound like a cult whatsoever. And the settlement will be Orkalan. Yeah, that sounds good. There we go. We can change it anytime, so we're getting somebody with heat stroke. Not much that we can do. And somebody that caught the plague. Oh, 2 of them. Okay, so that's very bad. We have 2 guys that cannot work right now, and one that can. Thankfully, Anthusa is also uh, a good medic. Oh, she's just... Nah, you guys are going to rest. Because I don't want you to get worse and... Yeah. Oh, and Mal is trying to seduce Anthusa. I don't know how you are relaxing socially if you are by yourself. Because both of them are sick, but you do you. Let me check. Plague minor. So here you can see the percentage of the disease and the immunity. You basically want the immunity to be more advanced than the disease, which we have already managed, but we want to stay on top of it. Here on Malo's case, for example, we haven't managed yet because she took longer to get to him. We can just hope that it catches up and that once Anthusa treats him again, she does a better job. Like the better skill check that she passes, the higher this will increase. Although I feel like it's slowly catching up, the immunity. So that's cool. Dude, can you let my guys rest, please? They have the plague, which you guys probably brought here, to be honest. Oh well. I'll leave this as a reminder for myself. So see, this is a bad situation because if we attack, well, if we get attacked right now, it doesn't matter because we have the caravan, which is leaving now. If we get attacked after they leave, we really only have one person that can defend. I mean, I can probably wake them up and force them to fight too, but it's not ideal. It's not what you want to do. Oh, this is new. You can actually see like how they are working against the plague. Oh, that must be new from an update or something to the mod. So yeah, this is the sort of thing that you have with Rimworld. You have to react a lot to whatever is happening at any given moment. And the crops are almost grown, which means yeah, they are getting sick and complaining. Mal is getting a lot of debuffs. You can see the mood bar being really low. The heat wave is not helping, that's for sure. So, since we will need to work with the crops, one of the things that we will need to do is get an actual kitchen going. I don't want a door. Sorry. Cancel that. Okay. So for the kitchen, something small works. But we do need some space for the refrigerators and whatnot. Do I have that mod installed now that I think about it? No, I don't. Oh, usually I have one mod that just gives me straight up fridges, and then I use those and forget about it pretty much. Well, I don't have it, so we will just have to do this the old way, which means that I will cancel all of this because I will need a bigger place. This should be alright, I guess. And then we'll do the... I want to make it a little bit bigger. Bear with me, sorry. It's been ages since I have had to do like a proper kitchen in this game. I'll explain it now. So we'll go like this, and then we will do this and add that. Okay, so what we will have is the proper kitchen with the stove and everything here, and we will convert this into a cool chamber to preserve the food, and we will do that just with a bunch of air conditioners. So that also means that we will need to get our power grid working on. Anthusa, how good of a constructor you are. You are not going to make any construction. Okay. Oh, well, they are actually already up and working. Madingus. But okay, we'll just let them finish that. Maybe. Wind turbine. Let's start setting these up. Shall we? We'll begin with one, and we have new lovers. Malo tried to romance Anthusa by jokingly poking at her self-control. Anthusa responded well and is now Malo's lover. Malo and Anthusa now want to sleep together, consider assigning them a double bed. So the good thing is that that saves us a bed. Let's see, normal, poor, good, normal. Okay. We are uninstalling that one. We are keeping this one for Rusfos. We can straight up assign them here. We will also remove this one, and we will make a bed for both of them in that room. Here we go, double bed. Won't leave a space for much else, but why doesn't it let me put it? Oh, because obviously there's one there. Okay. There we go. Problem is that we have a lot of stuff that needs doing right now. You should... you're builder? Yes, you are. You're not going to sleep yet. You can force them to work if needed, so... They might get angry or sad or whatever, but it's needed for both of them to be able to sleep properly. So she botched the construction. No, Malo, don't go to sleep there. I'll wake him up now, don't worry. So you do this, and that way he can go to sleep with Anthusa. And maybe get some happy time. No happy time going for now. Okay, so we do need to finish this and start getting the electricity worked out. Even if the research for batteries is not done, it is what it is. Oh, the heat wave is over. That's actually great. We'll turn off the refilling of that. And I'll get back to working with this. So we will have a wind turbine there. And then we want to bring the power cables. So I'll make a big main one here, just so that it's easy later on for us to split it however we see fit. I'll bring it here and we'll do something like this. That way it will be easier for us to get the electric stove. You can actually use non-electric stoves, but I'm just worried of keeping all of these unrefrigerated. It is spoils in 39 days, but hygiene and whatnot also influences like the chance for getting a poison disease or something, like food poisoning, sorry, poison disease. Transport pod crash. A psychiatric patient named Wagi is crashing in a transport pod nearby. If he survives the impact, he will be badly wounded. Wagi is from your enemy, Lee Boink. You can capture him for recruitment or slavery purposes. So, our people don't believe in slavery, as you might imagine. Let's check his abilities though. He fucking sucks. Um. So, what we can do, now we should actually put this off. What we can do is reinstall these. I will have Rasfos do this. Then settle this up as medical. You're one of my medics? No, you are not. And you are safe. But Anthusa is. Oh well, I do want the research to keep going, but it will have to wait. Ah, so he's a prisoner. So instead of making it medical, sorry, make it for not slaves, prisoners. And then medical. Does that work then? Yes. First and foremost, we will strip him, mainly because we don't know if he's carrying any weapons. If he is, and we go and rescue him, he will try to break out because we are getting him as a prisoner. And if he has weapons, he will use them against us. Now we may capture him. Thusa has an inspired surgery. So, why I am rescuing him? Because I want her to train her medical skills, and do it on him works out for me. We can actually allow which kind of medicine. We will put no medicine because we don't care about him. If he dies, he dies. I just care about the XP for her. So she will just do some tending. We now get the medical emergency for Wuggy, of course. Like, yeah, a gunshot to the torso, cracked the spine, gunshot to the left leg, a breeze on the head, and blood loss. Yeah. Be thankful that we are feeding you, mate. But again, I'm doing this for the XP. You can be as ethical or unethical as you want to be. you want, you can extract his organs and sell them. You can slave him if you are into that. You can do whatever. Maybe your tribe is full of cannibalistic people and you just got delivered a free meal. You never know. It's a very play any way you like game. And we will need to have someone moving all of this stuff somewhere. We are getting the caravan, the same caravan again. Seems like they liked our place. Food wise, we have 14 rations left. Yeah, we're low on food. Who's our most social one? Malo. We will have Malo trade. See if maybe they have some. We'll get worse prices because he's sick. Yeah, we can get some packages survival. No, those are ours. Fuck. They only have pemmican contains meat, among other stuff. Yeah, they don't really have food, so nothing for us there. So now it's she's botching so many constructions though. Don't botch this one, please. Pretty please. Yes. Great job. Okay. I will pause this. Now we do need to clear the area a little bit because trees make it so it cannot provide power properly. And then we will make. We could have gone for with a full stuff, but again, since anyways I did need to start working on the cool cool room, the freezer room, basically. I needed electricity regardless, so we'll start working on that. And we will also need a chair for whoever is cooking. Here we go. Okay, Woogie can already walk. Oh, Flash Storm. So we are getting fire somewhere over there. Well, we just have to hope that the fire won't get too close to us. Yeah, it was over quickly. We are safe. So the research on batteries is almost done. And then, yeah, we will be way safer. Okay, it's slowly starting to spin. And blocked by oak tree. Which tree is blocking you? Oh, is it that one? No, that's a poplar tree. Huh. Oh, that's a small one. The small ones, okay. Well, and here we will go and start adding bills, which will be a cook simple meal. Do until you have 20 meals. And then the other thing that we'll do is make a stockpile zone that covers this whole area. And this will contain fresh foods. I think that. Do we have to keep this? Nope. Although drugs and medicine maybe should be alright. The rest can go. Piece off. Raw resources. Plant matter. Yeah, we can go without this. And Same with this. We also don't want any of these. Okay, so this way we will only have food and drugs and medicine. We will put it as critical, and that should make it so that they always carry the food there. And now we need to lower the target temperature, because we have to put it into freezing. So we'll put it at -5, for example. Problem is that we need 200 watts. Well, we are producing that, way more than that, but that depends on the wind. That's the problem with the wind turbines, and that's why I push so hard for the batteries, because that way, if you don't have wind but you have stored batteries, that saves your butt for a while. And with this, we got our first proper quest, the Fleeing Knight, which will probably be the nobility one. That's like a sort of forced quest. You always get that one. It's up to you if you want to interact with it or not. I will get rid of the inspiration. This guy is still healing. Yes. But he's recovering, surprisingly enough. So, let's read it out. The Fleeing Knight, Alexios Eurepos, a knight of the Shattered Empire, is calling from nearby. Her guards were killed in an ambush. She escaped, but is now being followed by a man hunting her. Alexios wants you to keep her safe at Orakana for a few hours until her shuttle can come pick her up. She will bestow 8 honor on whoever accepts this quest. This is enough honor to receive the royal title of Geoman, and all benefits that come with it, including the first level of psychic powers. So I still think that Malo should be the one that gets it. Mainly because, I mean, he has decent melee, but melee has its own share of issues, so I will feel more comfy if he's the psyker of the group. So yeah, I think that I'm going to accept this with Malo. He's also married to Thuza, so the at a certain point, because the nobility rank can keep improving, at a certain level they start having demands like, I need a throne room, I need the best bedroom of the colony must be mine. Since he's married, that bedroom will not only benefit one person, it will benefit two, unless they break up. But if they do that, then who knows. So yeah, we're going to do that, and then we see how Alexios joined it. Do you have some gear? Okay, just some excellent robes. So what I'm going to do is put Alexios into draft mode, because I want him or uh, her, to come running to my base, basically because she is getting chased by a man-hunting animal, as you can see. So getting back to base is the number one priority. As much as drafting our people, actually, if we can fight before it reaches the thingy, that will be better. I'm going to wake you up, Malo. And for now, I'll let you be there, Anthusa. Oh, you are done. Then you are good to come protect our guest. Level up on shooting. We got a hit already. Where the fuck is Bahamut? Okay, Anthusa, fall back. Malo, just melee attack, please. Okay, good. We are done here, so we can just finish the hair randomly. There we go. You can get back into your doties, Malo. And this is how we save Alexios. And how we start getting our first psychic powers. And how we train them. There we go, shuttle arrive. Get in the shuttle because there's no point in me keeping you here. See, right now we are producing no electricity. And we won the titles. And to be able to become a psyker, we have to do this Malo's Novice ceremony. The Shattered Empire is ready to grant Malo the title of Novice and the power of a level 1 Psylink in a Bestown ceremony. The Bestower will arrive by shuttle and perform the ceremony. The Bestower will only give a title if any throne room requirements are satisfied. Right now we don't have that, so all good. You can betray the Bestower to steal Psylink Neuroformers, but this will make the Shattered Empire your enemy. We don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, I should say. We'll accept it for the new Psylink level and the Novice title. And so they will come. And here you can see the Empire on all his glory. You can see all the different guards. This one has a very cool red eye thingy. Can I see the gear? Yes, a very cool Recon helmet and a bio-coded Hellcat rifle. He's also a Janissary. Oh no, he's a Hussar, which are like breeded especially for becoming super soldiers. And then we have the Regent, which will actually do the quest for us. So yeah, let's have... Well, they'll come in now and then. Okay, we have finished the research. And now we can do the bestowing ceremony. Well, regardless, we are going to do it the same. Psychic powers are converging. Malo, stop being dumb. You will learn to use the Force. You will become a good Psycaster. And you will have a non-strange meditation focus. We assure you. I just realized that Waggy is a pig. Okay, there we go. Oh, we were really lucky. We actually got a grandiose ceremony. Well, we didn't get extra honor, but yeah, that's good. That's cool. And we got the title of novice. Okay, it's a title that cannot be inherited, so we have to keep that in mind. And with that, we complete the quest. Oh, we have it here. Okay. Wow. I don't remember there being so many different Psycast. Wow, okay. So we are level 2 Psycaster right now. We have 3 points to spend. Our focus types are dignified, which you always get that if you get your psychic powers through the Shattered Empire. And the other one is artistic. Okay. So either we need art or expensive stuff on monuments or stuff. Okay. There's different, like, we can actually spend points if we want to choose a specific one. Like, minimal is alright, science 2, group. We'll leave it as default. I guess that he will find his own meditative focus. This is for Imperials only, so we cannot go that way. So we know that Malo is our planty boy, like he tends the crops and animals. So I think that having a sidecast that revolves around that will make sense. Problem is that Wild Speaker is for tribals only. Well, then I would either go with Empath. Empaths are sidecasters committed to serving their community and boosting their kin spirits, known to inspire joy with but a few words as well as snap people out of mental states. Particularly powerful empaths can emit strong psychic soothes or even skip blood-related family members from across the globe. Okay, so instead of having an emotional support pet or mascot, you have your emotional support mage. Or maybe a harmonies. Harmonies alter the probability, luck, and balance of the universe. They are able to peek under the veil and adjust the scales as they desire, controlling the minds of unsuspecting foes, changing what has happened, influencing what might happen, or even overriding the personal history of others. Yeah, that doesn't strike me as something that Malo will do. Um, he's an archin too. So Malo strikes me as someone that wouldn't play with people like that. He, I feel like he will be more of an empath. I think that suits him more, like trying to spread joy and love. Like I sort of lacked these as a kid, so I want to rectify this for other people. So yeah, we're going to go with empath. And his power is Word of Joy. Speak happy, calming words to someone while using psychic suggestion to implant a joy fuzz loop in his mind. The joy fuzz will suppress uncomfortable thoughts and sensations in the target to improve mood. Mm, it does reduce consciousness, but we will unlock it, and then we can unlock the word of love. Speak about someone's romantic virtues while using psychic suggestion. Okay. So this is to make people fall in love with him. Okay. Oh, but I can also use this to instill love between other people. I mean, we'll have to take it because it's branching, so after that we can go for serenity or inspiration. Inspiration probably is better. Oh, and then the gendered suits are separated. That's such a dick move. Oh well. Well, we have our first Psycaster, so that's great. Now, after reading all of that, we have to work on getting some batteries. It's not safe whatsoever, but I think that I will have a battery right here. So power, at the very least one. Yeah, that will be it, I guess. And I don't need someone to start, like... Oh, she dislikes rice. Well, then I'm sorry, but I have very bad news for you, because this is the only food that we have currently. Oh, I also didn't check what the schematics do. What does this do? Advances in masonry folk tales. Oh, so it unlocks the benefit stun cutting 40 per hour. Maybe that's something from Vanilla Expanded, maybe? How are you healing? Because he's in medium pain. I will keep working on him. Okay, lovely, you made the battery, but we just still need to make the connectors for the electricity to get there. Oh, she's working on making some mills now. That works too. We are at times 2. Let's make it times 3 then. You make the double doors so that it's harder for the coal to exit, basically. Oh, come on. Please finish building this. Is it Rufus? Yes. We have to prioritize this. With the storm and everything, we are having massive wind production. So pretty please get this stuff sorted. That way we can start charging the battery and forget about it. No, don't go to fucking sleep. I'll have to do it manually. That way I can... Oh, and we got a mad rat. And we didn't even finish the thing. And she botched it. Freak. Okay, this is bad. Why? Because now we have a mad rat. Ah, God. Oh, is it dead? Oh, wow. That was quite some shooting. Okay, now, can you finish that, please? I beg of you. Just get it done. Look at how much electricity this is producing. You can just... Okay, thank you. I'm happy now. Okay, so after that we can start working on something else on research. Advanced lights is probably a good idea. Mm, but solar panels are also a good idea. I'm not interested in trucks right now. We can also just work into smithing, just to start working towards machining, because eventually we do want to start working in that sort of project. And we are managing to get this to a nice temp. So there is that. Should probably make still like another structure. Not a wooden door, sorry. Even if it's a smallish one, we'll do it like this. We'll first mine that out, and then we shall do a smart wood structure. Okay, that works for me. Like this. And we will put batteries there. Because yeah, this must consume quite a bit. I mean, it's more than enough for us right now, but at the very least we have sort of solved the whole food situation. So there is that. Oh, I don't have the pick up and haul mod. Okay, so I will need 100% to add some more mods to this. because I'm really missing that sort of stuff. I mean, at this point, I don't mind the fact that I don't have the fridges that I used it to use, the fridge mod, because we just did a cold room and that's it. But yeah, it will be nice to have the pick up and haul one. It just makes it so they just pick haul everything in one go, which makes more sense than how they are doing it right now. So there is that. It's been quite chilly for now, though, the game. I guess that I'll start working a little bit on the planning of the base. So it was one for regular entrance, one for the door, and then I usually go something like this. Then the space. And then finish it like that, for example. And we can just copy that here. Oh, doing that wrong. Just like this. And there we go. Boop. Boop. Don't ask me why I make them like this. I have pretty much always done them like this. I just like the size of it and the form of it, I guess. And we can even go and kiwi the rest, and that will get done eventually. Like, we don't have enough people to use it now, but how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 by 7. So yeah, eventually we will 100% fill those with people. So after all, we do want them to be happy and have plenty of space. So and there we go. And then I prefer to have the rooms at the beginning. That way, if we are under attack or something, it takes less time for them to actually come out and fight whatever it is. And then, like down here, we can make 2 different corridors that go to the sides, and we could even make them here too, like a small corridor, that leads to 2 separate wings, like a construction zone, well, a crafting zone, I should say, like smithing, tailoring, and whatever. And this one dedicated to like a research area. And then later on, we can make like the throne room, like around here, per se. One little tip that I can give, there's a lot of resources on the map. Like here we have the compacted steel, here we have components. Let's see, what else do we have around? More compacted machinery, more of that there. Don't we have anything special like jade or uranium? Maybe I'll have to mine for that, to actually look for it. Do some strip mining. We have silver here, a little bit of silver. Well, yes, getting those resources is important because you just have them laying on the map. The problem is that the intensity and the power of the raids depend on the amount of wealth that you have as a tribe. So right now, why the heck do I want to get silver? Like, I don't really need to buy something. Right now, what I am more interested in is getting set up, getting defenses and whatnot, and get everything ready and set up. So there's no point in me collecting that when that means that I might get raided, and the raid will be stronger because I have that silver laying around in my base. So, no sense in me doing that, honestly. At least I don't think so. If I was like, freak, I need to buy good medicine from someone because one of my pawns is dying, then yes, we probably need to get that silver and pray for a trader. And what I'll do is I'll get some copies of this. Oh, frick. We got a blight. So that is worthless. Uh, can't I do anything with this thingy? Well, we have to cut all the blight. Okay, so the rice is okay. The problem is all of the blight. Okay. The blight is just like a pest, a disease. Basically, you have to destroy the crops completely and regrow all of them. Problem being that sometimes spawns just randomly stop. Stop that shit. And that makes it so the blight respawns again because they tend to first they cut and plant. He's going to be doing this all the time. Malo. Work until you are done, please. Because our food reserves aren't looking that good. Yeah, we actually have 0 food reserves. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Well, there's something else that we can do. Um, Malo can't be our hunter. He's good with animals, but he has really bad shooting skills. So I'll put Rusfos on that right now. So let's check what we have in wildlife. Boomalops, really bad idea. Don't attack them. Why? Because they explode. Simple as. You can also check the aggressivity chance. So going for a rhino or a mega sloth is not a good idea. Then you have the guinea pigs and hares squirrel. They are small animals, so you won't get much food from that. We have one female ibex doe and then 3 rams. So I think that we can put 2 rams on the chopping block. And then we will deal with that by making a butcher table just outside. I don't usually do anything fancy with them. I just plant them outside. Butchering is a messy job, so... Oh, Malo took it up on himself to go hunt them. Hey, he hit them once. You should go hunt it now. Go, it's sleeping. Okay, he cannot howl it because we don't have a spot for it. Oh, they are sleeping. Frick. Well, I'm going to wake you up. I mean, it's not going to happen anything if it stays outside for a day, but Better safe than sorry, I believe. He's going to eat a little bit. Okay, Woogie's fully healed. We will release him. And do forever. Okay, we got rid of all the blight, so there is that. Oh, they are having some sexy time down here. Although we have to give them some privacy. We are even getting some electricity into these batteries, so this should be safe for the foreseeable future. Which makes it so I kinda want to go into some lightning. The wall lamps. Oh, you even get to see the light radius of it. Yeah, just like that works. To get a bonus to whoever is researching. And we'll do the same for the kitchen, might as well. This is progressing slowly. Makes sense because we don't really have a good miner. We have Mal on it, and yeah, he's not too fast about it. So we kinda need to get lucky with a pound that becomes a why are words so difficult? We need a pound that becomes a miner. And we are getting a caravan. Okay. We'll take a look at what they have. And I'm getting the impression that they hauled away the Apex corpse. Because I don't see it. There's only rocks there. Oh, they... Okay, somebody butchered it already. Oh no, that's rat meat. The heck? Then where's the corpse? What did you do? Maybe some animal ate it? Oh, it's there. Okay, yeah. She's taking it to butcher it. Lovely. That way we'll have some more food. We can actually increase these to 30. And we will have Malo. There we go. Speak with them and see what they have. So they have meat in general. They have milk, but we don't care about that. We could sell them the leather, but might as well keep it. We might as well sell that, since I don't really know how that works. I don't mind. And I don't really care about anything else that they have, I don't think. Yeah, not really. Okay, we'll just get that. Some extra cash for us. Wasn't Thusa or Warden? No, she has 0 in social, so... Was it Malo? I'm thinking... Yes, it's Malo. Oh, because it's set up as medical. I don't want you to clean. Oh, here, prisoner. I don't want to recruit him. He's really bad. And I also don't want to enslave him. So we will just release him. No point in doing anything else. You could see another option called Imogen Farm. That's because we have something akin to vampires, the sanguophages, and so that pretty much brands that guy as cattle for our vampire. But this way we did get some nice reputation with his faction. It will eventually devolve back again to... excuse me. It will devolve into the -80 again eventually. But we do what we can. Humps and the raccoons. 14-year-old Dusty Farm Hunt named Humps is calling from nearby. He says a pack of 2 man-hunting raccoons are hunting him. He begs for safety and offers to join you and Orkalan. If you accept Humps, the man-hunting raccoons will follow in 1 hour. So basically, this is a case of we get a new pawn. We don't know his traits. We don't know anything about him. He could be bringing a disease or be a bandit in disguise, a killer. We don't know. But I think that we're going to take it. I mean, he's a farm hand, so he should be good with manual labor, or at the very least, plants and animals. So we could free Malo a little bit and have him more of as a focus miner, or maybe Hams is good as a miner. So we'll do is put this for colonist. That way he will have a bet, and it's risky, but we're going to accept the quest. I will have to get ready. There we go. Let's look at Hams. He's tough, so that's good. He's incapable of intellectual and artistic. We don't care that much. We have plenty medics. We have one good researcher. Well, he's actually decent in medical. He's good with animals, and he can do plants, sort of. He's a kid, actually. I don't know if he will get something else or not later on. So, and he's not from our ideology, actually. I guess that I'll put this guy into handling and hunting. And then I will also give him priors to cleaning and hauling. That way the other guys will be more free in this regard. Can lower this. The problem is that he doesn't have a ranged weapon. Well, he doesn't have anything right now. And yeah, we just have a knife. So I'll probably just give him Malo's revolver and be done with it. Is he naked? No. Okay. And the raccoons are coming. So let's get our people out. Actually, no, you'll come over here. Because we do have the caravan. So we might as well use them as fire support. And I should also draft him. Just to have full control of him and... Oh fuck. Did you kill both of them? Holy shit, Rosefuss. What kind of shooting skill? It's just a 7. You just went ahead and one-shot at everyone. Holy freak. Well, actually, I want you to drop that. Okay, we shall allow that. Okay. And then Hams, you equip that so that you can be a hunter. And you're free to go. Well, that's one way to end it, I guess. Unexpected, but welcome. Then I have to get in the rhythm of checking more the wildlife page to make sure to cool the wildlife a little bit every time so that we can get some extra food sources. And also we do get the leather and whatnot. Which, why are we not getting these in to the stockpile zone? Okay, so I will straight up remove the foods from here. We should be getting this inside. I guess that we don't have anyone howling. Oh, I actually forgot. Uh, don't get mad at me, my boy. Okay, meditation time. And humps signs. You don't share or passion for meditation. You have the joy to get extra work hours. Because I don't have to be good. I can be evil. I could do with some more wood on the chopping block. And I should probably start thinking... Well, I actually need Malo to work more on the mine. Because we do want to stop relying so much on wood and rely more on bricks. That means that we have to use the rock chunks to make stone bricks, or limestone bricks, or marble bricks, or bricks of whatever. But yeah, we don't have many chunks. We can use chunks like these that are randomly lying around, to be fair, but actually I'll put these on How Duty, just so that they are not... Oh, we got a gift. Beard skin pants, excellent. Well, thank you very much, honestly. Yeah, I'll just move out of the way the rocks, because they do slow you down when you are walking, and we don't want that. Like, we could make a pseudo wall of rocks here, but yeah. I should probably also start looking into defenses right now. Here, security. I mean, I guess that we could do some barricades for now. They just take wood, so we can make like a bit like this, a bit like that. Just some wonky barricades to potentially fend attacks. Oh, and one of the ibex those self-tamed. That is cute. Maybe another one here. Nah, I don't like that one. It's too close to the thingy. Maybe we'll just stick with this one. It's not like we have that many people. So having that one should be enough. The spike traps we are not going to use right now. Okay. Did I put hams on handling? Yes, I did. Okay. What can you teach? Nothing. So it's pretty much a pack animal, isn't it? Uh, I would actually prefer to set it free. Mainly because that way there's a male and a female Ibex, and maybe they can reproduce that way. And I don't feel like making a farm myself. I was going to ask what Hams was doing, but I heard all the shots. Oh, this is, yeah, we have uranium. Okay, that's cool. How is our Psycaster doing, by the way? No points. I mean, he does go into the artistic side, so maybe I should try to start getting some bricks and the stuff with that. I mean, I could make a small room in there. Just like this. I mean, you only need a stone cutting table. There's an electric one too. We'll have plenty of electricity, so might as well. Oh, we don't have the electric one? Huh. I thought that it... I thought that it was by default. Well, the more you know, I guess. And then we will also need the art bench. How big is it? I mean, it fits if I do this now. We'll put this here and then the door here. Did I put it? Yes, I did. And then we'll just copy and put those there. And we will also need the electricity. So we'll go like this. I don't mind doing all of this line of power conduit because it makes it easier for me to later on just go whoop and distribute it into each room or wherever. So there is that. Malice is ripping already, and Hams is still hunting. Good thing that I am not playing with Combat Evolve, is it? Because he's wasting so many fucking, like, so much freaking ammo. Sometimes they get, like, hyper-focused on something. Just draft and undraft them and they'll go to sleep. And stop being a fucking menace to everybody else. Should maybe lower the hunt threshold though. Same for those guys. Just so that he also cleans and hauls more than he's doing now. I don't have it on this run because as I said, I kinda want to get back into this game. But I like my most played mod out of all the RimWorld mods is the RimWorld of Magic mod. And I always love to get like a, I believe it was the Summoner class. Because you can just summon tiny spirits that will just howl and clean the place for you. And it's such a small thing, but it's so useful. It frees so much time out of your own pounds. It's great. Which, I mean, if you want to go slavery, then yeah, you can have the slaves do that for you, but I am not into that, honestly. I don't think that I have ever done a slavery run or something like that. I have always played like like the good guys. Well, except no, never mind. I did do one bad guy run where I focused on harvesting organs. I wasn't a good guy in that one. Um, we still have a steel, yet we are not making the thingy. How come? Oh, because she's doing all the butchering. Okay, well, it will come eventually. Let's cut the tree now. Cargo pods, lovely. Uh, let's see what they have. Oh, is that it? What the fuck is this? Do I take it or not? Because obviously, as you can guess by the name, these are drugs. I don't think that I have anyone with inclination for that. Nope, I don't. We'll take it just for selling it. I hope. I don't want anyone to get addicted. Actually, we can do something for that. Um, where was it? Sign. Yes. Drug policies. No drugs. Okay, how do I apply this though? Ah, okay, never mind. No drugs, no drugs, no drugs, no drugs. Reading and everything else, it's okay. I don't usually go and fiddle with the whole how they look thing. Why is Hams? What's wrong with you? Oh, he's. I don't like having a psycho as a leader. Well, that's on you, mate. If I'm being quite honest with you. You are the one that joined us. We saved your ass, so now you have to adjust. And he has a prosthetic arm. Okay. It's inferior to... Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So he has a prosthetic, but it's a bad one. Well, not bad. It's way better than what we can make ourselves right now. I think that we can only make, like, wooden stuff now. But, well... Okay, we're getting some of the lights installed and everything. Good thing that I lowered the hand thingy. And we will have to start working on getting steel too. Because we are beginning to run low on that. And we live on steel right now. One of the things I have to say, because I'm remembering one specific run that I had, I wanted to make like a very Japanese oriented drive with some magic and stuff sprinkled in. And I was having a ton of fun with that run. Also because instead of doing the crash landed start, I did a tribal start. So the starting technologies are way lower. You don't have electricity from the get-go. You have to go like with pemmican and you have like a bonfire and that's it. It's lower technology as you might imagine. What I didn't like though is that yes, I had that beginning, which wonderful, lovely, made me play in a different way. But then I wanted to start working towards like electricity, batteries, whatnot. And you get a huge debuff to research speed because you are a tribe. I was like, but let me evolve the tribe. I don't know. I mean, there's probably a mod that deals with that. There's mods for everything in this game, as far as I know. But still, it did piss me off. I was like, why? Why penalize me for making a tribe? I mean, it sort of makes sense that you get like a minus to, like, you are a freaking caveman. Imagine that. Obviously, it will be difficult for you to learn how electricity works. But at some point in time, it should be feasible. Like, I don't know, in my mind, I was thinking that it will work like by tiers. So, like, okay, you begin at this tier, you're a tribe. But once you complete X amount of researches from your tier, you evolve a little bit and you are now medieval. So you are good to get like smithing and carpet making and beer making and sewing trees. Just putting examples. You finish that and then okay, you now can do start working with electricity, but you are limited to, I don't know, maybe you have to burn trees because we don't have coal. You have to burn trees to in a generator to get some electricity, and then you have not power conduits but some silly dingus cables that have a higher chance of burning stuff out. And yeah, but you do have electricity. I don't know, you catch my point. I would have thought that it worked like that, but it didn't. And that pissed me off. I believe that that's when I stopped playing last time around, actually, because that pissed me a lot. Because I wanted to be happy with my Japanese fantasy oriented thingy, and the game didn't work like I was hoping it will. Which, to be fair, I could have just taken the penalty. Just okay, it will take longer to research stuff. That's it. No, I didn't want the penalty. Oh, I have to attack this to remove it. Okay. Hi, honey. How is it going for you? And there they go, back to sleeping again. So the rooms are going very slowly, although to be fair, we only have one guy that's dedicated, and he isn't even good at mining, so yeah, it takes a fucking long time. We almost have ready the... Well, we have ready the stone cutters table. Stone cutters table. Speak properly, Indy. Um, let's keyword random bricks, just to have them. Hello, DNT. I send you a lot of hacks, and I hope that everything is going great for you. Okay, so we are done with the smithing. What do I want now? I don't really care about plate armor and long blades. Right now, at least. Advanced lights. Eh. This doesn't really impact us because, yeah, like, we just have a good farm outside. So there's no need for me to do it inside. EIDs, nope. Geothermal tower is way out there for us. Why are you going meow at me? Do you want me to go bark at you? Um, I guess that I'll go towards solar panels as my alternative. Because yeah, geothermal it's way over there in regards to tech. It needs a megaton of research. So maybe having some more ways to get electricity will be better. I guess. Hope. Okay, we're starting to make some bricks. So eventually I do want to make some small sculptures. Let's give away 2 of them, for example. My artist is small, right? Yeah, having it on a 2 works for me. Like if he doesn't have to grow or cut, he will just go and do art. That works for me. Should probably rise Arthusa. Ah, she's my researcher. So not much crafting for her. I mean, to be honest, I can go like this for a while. Hold the research back for a little bit and have her craft some bricks for Malo. Or is he not even using bricks? Huh? Oh, wait. What are you? Don't tell me that you're using fucking steel. Oh, he might be making them out of wood, I guess. Yes, he's doing it out of wood. Okay, so we don't really need to start working on the stone bricks as much. We can just have him make statues out of wood, and that will let him start leveling up his psychic powers sooner. So there is that. How are we looking? We have 24 components. I mean, I might as well keep with these for later on. Oh, I don't like that. What's happening? Rusfos has had a strange dream. In it, she saw a black shape, unfurling in space and time, growing and consuming. The shape originated from a nearby crumblet monolith. Upon waking from the vision, Rasfos feels strangely drawn to the monolith. It calls to her. Fuck. Um, I don't want you to interact with this. Mm, let's try to ignore it. Because I know that if we interact with the monolith, we will start having strange things from Anomaly. And I don't really know how Anomaly works, so I want to keep out of it. I could have disabled the mod, but I mean the DLC. But it feels bad to unplug DLC from that you have paid for. So look at them, the couple of lovers working together. Is it any good? Well, it's normal. We will install it here in the common room. That way everybody will get a bonus to the mood. And you will get a place to meditate. It's a win-win. And he keeps on working on the thing. Well, there we go. It's installed. Okay, the barricades are being constructed too. That's lovely. We have to attack this to destroy it. Anthus is the good shooter. No, Rasfus is the one that we want shooting. But she's also the cook. I do want to clean up the base a little bit, like remove this troop carrier, these giant wheels, just to have more space and have everything more tidy up. Tidier, I should have said. But I also don't want to spend time just shooting with a fucking bolt action rifle to a fucking vehicle to destroy it. Feels like a bad investment of my pawn's time. And there we go, back to sleep. You guys know that the sooner you make the rooms, the sooner you will have decent places to sleep, right? I mean, I can probably do this. So at the very least they will have some extra comfort in their places, but rather tight. Yeah, no wonder. The fucking tunnel, pretty much. How are we looking food-wise? We barely have any rice. We actually are out of food too, so I think it's time for us to hunt. Some alpacas will do nicely enough. 3 of them. That should be enough for us to get the next crop rotation, hopefully. 50% grow. I will hope for it. This is a poor one, so we can just put this one. I don't know. Where can I randomly put a piece of art that's of poor quality? I guess I'll put it there, just outside, so that whenever somebody goes to cook or just passes by, he can go, oh, look at that funky, silly looking statue. Looks like a mountain of shit. And laugh at it, and that will make them happier. Oh. A bartender named Rosalina is crashing in a transport pod nearby. If she survives the impact, she will be badly wounded. I mean, I doubt that I want to capture her. I want good relations, but let's see. Yeah, creepy breathing and incapable of violent. I don't really care about you. But I will care about, I mean, I'll tend to you. So that way we can get some goodwill with your faction. You're going to have an interesting bedroom though. I can tell you this much. Hamps, go and deliver the bed. And Anthusa. Well, we need the bed first, so let's get the bed ready for colonist, and let's put it as medical. Then yes, Anthusa, please go and save Rosalina. Thank you very much. And we are getting actually a bulk goods trader from the same faction. Hey guys, do you want to take Rosalina? No, you want me to use my medicine on her? Okay, I won't use medicine, but I'll try my best. We'll just splash some water on whatever injuries she has and be done with it. Sorry, if you are not from my faction, you are not getting proper treatment. Yeah, there we go. We don't actually have that level of medicine. It's too low for us. She'll probably make, now that I think about it, a smallish batch of hill rot so that we can get some passive medicine, even if it's of worse quality of what we have now. it will be useful all the same. And that way, if we want to do like a raid on somebody or whatever. Uh, okay, they are complaining about the apparel that they have. Uh, I guess that we can. Yeah. Guess that we can make a small tailoring room. I guess. Very small tailoring room. Let's see. What options do we have? We could use electric one, but it will consume components. So I'm going to make an old one, honestly. With a chair though. We are good people. Actually, now that I think about it, let's see what they have. We can actually, yeah, let's sell the joints. It's still 29, so nobody started the smoking. That's good. They do have some components. I mean, they are expensive, but those are already 200. Now we have to pay. Wow, they do sure pay a lot for the smoke leaf joints. Oh, now that I think about it, yes, I have done several Drag Lord runs, but I just sold drags to people to get money. That's it. I didn't get them addicted, I promise. A Dryad Nest? Okay. That's the first time that I see that. Mhm. Yeah, I don't think that I'm going to get anything else. Do you guys have medicine? Not really. Okay, we'll get the components. Could have bought more, but I'm happy with this. We still haven't really explored much of the resources that we have around us, so I should be probably calling it a day soonish. We haven't had much surprises though. I'm surprised by the lack of surprises. A prisoner being held by Psych Pest has managed to steal a radion collu. Mm, she's a logger, so I guess that means that she's good with plants. They have one guy, one waster, which they usually have fire weapons, like firearms. There's an unknown threat. I mean, it's close to us, but it's across all the freaking mountains. And I am not that desperate, especially for a logger. So, bye bye, quest. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm surprised by the lack of surprises that we are having. Maybe it's because of the narrator that I have chosen. Usually I go with Randy Random, and he honors his name well. But we haven't had that many issues. Like aside from when we got the infection on two people at the same time. And another gift. I bring a gift. It's uranium. Take it. Don't eat it. Okay, well, thank you. It's a nice donation, I guess. Mm, Malo, what are? Oh, he's meditating on that one. I mean, whatever makes you happy. How is it going? Oh, he's all about to level up, actually. Eventually, he'll get on it. Um, so I'm actually going to take this chance. Since the pawns are sleeping, we are gonna do the same. Oh yeah, I put the Iron Man sort of mode on, so I just have save and quit. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this and see you next time. Bye bye.